Did have some of the Tan Luxe body butter available for everyone, but first I have to let everybody know. So many of us are silently dealing with hair loss. So many of us don't know what to do. So many of us feel like there is nothing we can do, or you don't want to go on medication and you don't want to have, you know, all these kind of needles done. You're like, what can I do? What's out there for me? Well, we have something that we have never ever done before, and I can't wait to talk about it. Capillus is something that so many of us as hosts have used. In fact, Martino Cartier, a guest here, has used this. Adam Freeman uses this. I will be buying this tonight for my husband. This is so important, men or women. Millions of us suffer with hair loss. It just happens. Whether it's age, whether it's medication, whatever the case may be, we lose hair as we get older. And it's like, how do I get the hair back on my head? Capillus is the leaders in hair laser devices. They are FDA cleared. What we're sharing with you is the biggest and best deal we have ever done on Capillus. You've watched them here. We've sold 1,000, 2,000, 1,200, you've seen them. We're going to be giving you today a 1 year, usually we give you a 30-day unconditional money back guarantee. We're gonna be talking about the lasers. We're going to give you a year to fall in love with this. So if you don't love it, you can send it back, no questions asked. This is almost a $1,000 unit. I know it's expensive, there it is, 1 year extended warranty. Today for under $100, you can use this, your husband can use this, your teenage boy can use this. All you have to do is give us 6 minutes a day. We will regrow your hair. It's not if, we don't know. These are lasers, and I have to say FDA cleared hair therapy device to regrow your hair. So again, if you've got a couple minutes a day, you don't have to put any solutions, nothing. 6 minutes. We do have Sean Diddy standing by, who's gonna be sharing with us our weekly deal drop. This is on its way selling out. All I have to say is we're gonna give you a year. So it's almost like you're using our money to see these lasers work, FDA cleared to regrow your hair. And just give us 6 minutes. I'm buying it tonight for my husband. We were talking earlier and I said, okay, $1,200, $1,400, okay. $4.99, free shipping. I get to try something that I know is gonna work.
This is it. This is the day. What Amy said, she and I were talking, and if you've maybe seen a Capillus show before, I just want to tell you, this is that quality product that you've been hearing about, and this is the lowest price we've ever done. This is the first time that we've ever been able to give you a full year to try it, and that's because hair doesn't grow overnight, and we'll talk more about that. We'll talk more about the science, but if your first question is, well, what exactly is it? It is literally a cap. I'm going to put it on my head right now. It has a lithium-ion rechargeable battery, so you just charge it like you would your phone. But about every 5 uses or so, you push this button. Now you'll see these lights lit up. Now, when it gets down to about 1 or 2 lights, that's when you'll recharge. We'll talk more about that. But this is what you've probably been wondering about. Do you see the red? Those are lasers. So you don't actually even feel it. It feels like you have a cap on your head. The lasers go down to the follicle in your scalp. And when you're dealing with hair loss, it's, you know, we hear it referred to as hormonal hair loss or hereditary hair loss or androgenic alopecia. This is something that 1 in 3 of us deal with. 30 million women, about 50 million men. So this is what's going to happen when you get your cap home. It goes through the scalp. Again, as I said, feels like a cap, goes to the bottom of that follicle, and it says, wake up. It stimulates it. It says, let's grow healthy, thick hair. And I know about this firsthand because my hair was falling out. This is Lou. Here's his before and after at 6 months. Now remember, you get 12 months to try this, and you actually reach about the fullest that the hair is going to be at about 2 years, 24 months. But again, our second before and after in this sequence is a woman, and this is great for men or women. And as Amy said, if you want to share it, you can do that. You know, look at the difference here. And we also hear there are lots of us maybe lightening our hair because our scalp is starting to show. You can actually color your hair. You can do whatever you want because you are regrowing your hair. Okay, this is the first time I think that we're showing this before and after in this show. Amy, I don't know if you've seen this one.
No, I have not.
But drum roll, please. I think it's the next one. The next before and after. Look at this.
Wow. So wait a minute. So this is, don't forget, we're showing with you a year. You have a full 1 year money back guarantee, a year, not 30, not 60, not 90, a full year. So imagine him in the before. What was the alternatives, right? That he had. There wasn't. There wasn't, unless he wanted to go get hair plugs or something like that. The beauty of this is you own this. I can use this, my husband can use this, and it's 6 minutes. I'm sitting here for 6 minutes with this cap on. Then I'm gonna pass it over to my husband. He can use it for 6 minutes. That's it. It's lightweight. You're getting an FDA cleared device to regrow your hair. You have seen Capillus here. Maybe you saw them when you're traveling and you look at the airplane magazine, Capillus is there. They're featured in some of the biggest magazines and recommended by dermatologists. They're recommended by doctors. Martino's recommended this. In fact, actually, when Martino got his hair plugs, they said, hey, you have to use the laser to make sure everything's okay, da-da. So he had to continue using his Capillus. We have never done, ever, a Capillus with the lasers, guaranteed to regrow your hair at this price. It's called a weekly deal drop. So it's only good for a week. We dropped this last month, or a Monday. So it's only good while quantities last, or Sunday. This is not gonna last. I want you to try it get it home for $100. Try it, have your husband use it, and again, we're gonna give you a full year. If after that year you say, you know what, Amy, I'm not happy, we will refund every single dime. That's how much we believe in Capillus. I know after you put this on, and you're gonna start to see that part that's huge, or that thinning area, get thicker and thicker. People are gonna start noticing your hair. Your husband, same exact thing. Both of you can use this. Imagine not having to cover up anymore. Imagine having thicker, fuller hair. That's the beauty of what Capillus is bringing to us. You've got to be ordering this now. Again, we're very, very limited. You can read about them all over online. This has the laser technology. Again, 6 minutes, whoops. It'll turn itself off when it's not on your head. But Sean, I just want to go over, because so many people think it can't regrow my hair, but this will regrow your hair.
Yeah, there have been some celebrities coming out recently talking about hair loss, and they've talked about androgenic alopecia. Hormonal hair loss is another term for it. As I said, hereditary hair loss. This is FDA cleared, and it has been shown by studies to regrow your hair. Now it's beeping because it's not on my head. I'm going to cover the sensors so that it thinks it's on my head. Now it's turned on. Notice you're getting full coverage. So yes, this can not only stop your hair loss where it is, but it can regrow your own hair. And I know it because it worked for me. It's worked for thousands of people. I get to interview physicians, but I also get to interview people from folks in their 20s all the way up to some in their 80s. And the reason we're giving you a full year is this isn't going to grow back overnight. So I want you to really know what to expect, okay?
Right.
First off, it's 6 minutes a day. Super easy. It times itself. So you just put it on your head, comes with a clip so your hand's free. You just clip it to your belt. But in 0 to 3 months, some folks will see a little bit of shedding. Most folks see no change. If you're saying, what do you mean shedding? Everybody loses about 100 hairs in a day or so. That's totally normal. But in the beginning, you may lose a little more hair because those newer, thicker hairs are pushing through. Most people, no real change, but at 3 to 6 months, and this is why you need a before picture, 3 to 6 months is generally where your hairstylist is going to start to go, wow, your hair is starting to grow in. Women around the front, you know, I'm seeing shorter hair coming through, healthier hair. At 6 to 12 months, that's when you start to see change. And again, these are lasers. It feels like just wearing a cap, but they're actually penetrating the scalp. They're regrowing your hair, and that'll continue until about the 24-month mark. And that's when you're going to get the thickest that hair is going to get. But then after that, and by the way, that's what it sounds like when your 6 minutes are up.
My 6 minutes are done. I went 6
more. You did your 6 minutes, Amy. Go for it. Oh, by the way, you don't have to do it more than the 6 minutes to get better results. People ask that a lot, like if I do it more, will my hair grow more? The studies basically show 6 minutes is quite sufficient. Won't hurt you if you do more. So Amy, go ahead, keep going through the whole show. But what we want you to know is it's super easy, but it is something you're gonna need to do ongoing, because if you stop using it because you have this hereditary condition that's going to last for your life, your hair will fall out again. It's like, you know, if you stop brushing your teeth or if you stop going to the gym, all those results you had will regress. So this is made, it's assembled in the USA, it's flexible, it's well made, because this is a one-time purchase.
That's it. I want to go through everything you're going to receive. What I love about it is you're using it, your husband's using it, there's nothing you're buying to replace. There's no filters, there's no additional lasers I gotta buy, nothing. Once you buy it, you own it. So again, this is almost $1,000 unit. I have it, there's a plug that's in the back, press the button, leave it go for 6 minutes. So what you're looking at is not only the Capillus unit by itself, the device is almost $900. Geez, look what we're able to do. We're gonna give you the activator and then the sports cap. You get it all. Not, $974. Today, it's $499. But with FlexPay, and we take every major credit card, debit cards, Apple Pay, all of that, it's less than $100. How much more freedom will you have? How much more confidence will you have? How much you're just gonna feel better about yourself when you have thicker, fuller hair? I have to say, Sean, looking at your scalp, looking at your part was much wider. Well, look at the thickness in the front of your hair. Yes.
And what's interesting is here, because my go-to, and you may notice this too, if you're in a hurry and you have hair that's long enough to put in a ponytail, you want to just throw it up and go out the door. Exactly. Well, I had been getting to where I put brown eyeshadow one day here because it was too late to take my hair back down, but you could see my scalp.
I know.
So now look, I'm on national TV. I'm not a youngster anymore, but this can happen to you even in your 20s. If you have this in your family, you're going to want to, I think, get on this now because it can help to regrow the hair, but can also help you to not lose more hair. And I'm going to show you the top of my head. I'll tell you, Adam was doing this the other night in his show. I don't even know if he knew he was doing it, but he talked about how it's his anniversary and he's looking at photos of when his hair was really falling out.
Yes.
And now he's like, look, I can show you the top. And he just kept going, look, to have that confidence,
I know,
to be able to show someone the top of your head, this is about an extra special value. And I did